When I began to plan whole group, I used my Basil, my Harcourt Trophies book, and it has a 5-day planner, and it tells me all the skills that I'm going to teach for that week. And so I began planning my phonics and my vocabulary and my comprehension. I try to start off every lesson with a phonics lesson, and we do a lot of word sorts where we blend sounds and we decode words. We also use transparencies, where the kids have to read phrases that use those words, and then a lot of times the kids will also have to show me those words and how they're used in sentences. And we also use a lot of letters sometimes. We build the letters that way. We also do vocabulary activities. Most of the time with vocabulary, sometimes we will use our glossary to practice looking up words and definitions, but I really like for the kids to have an idea of those words on their own instead of having a written definition. And so a lot of times we will use transparencies where the words are used in a story, and they can see how the words are used in context. And so the kids enjoy coming up with definitions for those words from the story, and also we try to put motions or movements with the words so they can connect to how that word sounds and what it means. We also have a lot of comprehension activities that we do. Our Basil is very good about giving you additional support activities that you can use to help the children understand the skill a little bit better. And so we implement those. Most of the time we don't always get to a real detailed comprehension because we only have about 30 to 45 minutes in whole group. So I pull in my comprehension type things in my small group, and that's where I can actually tell that my kids are getting the skill, and I can see who needs more work. And so I plan my small groups with a lot of detailed comprehension activities and then phonics activities with kids who are really struggling with decoding words. I try to finish up with a wrap-up every day, and the wrap-up a lot of times will tell me about the kids' stations. They tell me what they wrote in their stations or something they learned in their station. Sometimes we finish up with a poem or just a little activity that they enjoy doing, finding words that use the sound they worked with for that day, or coming up with a rhyme from an acrostic that we've worked on, those types of things. And then I try to go every day and check to see how my kids did at their stations, and then we go back and we work on the skills that they had trouble with for that day, and that helps me kind of plan my small groups for the next day and the rest of that week.